Meeting start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Lance, I can ask for approval of today's agenda.
Before I do that, Renee's on
She's got training today.
a training meeting, so she's not gonna be here today.
Yep.
Now I'll go ahead and ask for approval of the agenda.
Actually, I'll ask for it.
You're right, I'll make that motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, approval of the minutes, Lance.
Move to approve the minutes.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, consideration of approval of the claims for payment dated May 19th, 2021.
Move to approve claims for payment.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I think Thomas is in the same training this morning, so. Correct, Michael? Okay. I'll go ahead to utility permits and secondary roads report. Taylor,
No permits.
no permits this morning.
Yeah, there was.
Was it wrong? Oh, was it? Okay, just redoing one line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Angela. I have one utility permit 21-009 Black Hills Energy Natural Gas Service Replacement boring approximately 1,765 feet on Highway D41.
I will move to approve permit as read.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Taylor.
They're pouring more concrete at the bridge today on S27. We're done with the culverts on D65, and next week they'll be starting on the Grundy County Blacktop County line. So you can prepare for that, BJ.
All right.
And that'll be between D65 and D67, so we will be detouring traffic west, where they get almost to the Iowa River and then back.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you very
I'll
much.
give you a quick update, a reminder when the roads, we plan on doing the roads again. They'll be on next year's or 2 years.
The paving,
Yeah.
yeah, S70, D55 is this year in about a month. S75 is next year, and D65 would be 2023.
Thank you.
All right. Mark, you're up.
All right. I just thought I'd give you a quick update on things we've been working on over the last month. We did, as I mentioned, actually last time I was here, I got a call on a lead on the spec building, and that did come through. We did show that building to that company last month. Unfortunately, we haven't heard anything back from them since, so they're doing their due diligence, and hopefully something comes out of that. I do have a new prospect that is looking at Iowa Falls for a manufacturing plant, small manufacturing plant. We're one of 3 communities that they're looking at right now, and we represented our spec building as well as 2 industrial properties that we have for them to look at. They're currently performing their due diligence. We actually hope to hear something back from them by the end of this week as far as additional questions, information that probably is going to be necessary for them to make their decision. Premier Ag, or Zosky Sales, is currently renovating the former Herder building on the east side in Iowa Falls for a manufacturing plant to produce parts for Zosky Sales. They've already done that. They're building a couple of units right now. We were out there, did a plant visit yesterday. Things are going well. The lead that we had from Alliant Energy, unfortunately, they seem to be focusing on the Cedar Rapids areas, so not in Hardin County. You probably maybe heard or read in the paper, Flint Hills is in talks with Poet about the sale of all of their ethanol plants. So we will kind of just wait and see how that plays out. I did assist the city of Alden with some information on a loan program from IEDA to help with blighted properties. So they're looking into that. Also worked with them on road report for Ragbri coming through town. They're doing some, planning some street repairs and so forth over there to accommodate the mass of humanity that will be on two wheels. MetroNet is scheduled to start construction of fiber to the home in Iowa Falls later this fall with a projected build time of approximately 18 months. Iowa State University, College of Veterinary Medicine, and the Ellsworth Community College pre-vet program are still having discussions for collaborations. So we hope that we have a project that comes out of that. Project Beef Jerky has found some financing options, so we're working through those applications and hope to see that move forward yet maybe this summer or fall. Small Business Development Center rolled out a series of webinars starting last week, Wednesday, for small businesses. There's a grant that was applied from the CARES Act that Region 6 wrote and is administering, so we hope this will provide some useful information to small businesses. The legislature is scheduled to wrap up this week, so there's a lot going on down there. There's still a number of budget bills that need to be passed, and there are a number of bills concerning childcare and housing that we have been advocating for and have interest in. They're still in play as long as those budget bills are out there, but it all's going to have to see what fits into those budget bills. So it's a very hectic time down at the Capitol. It's kind of one of those, the old saying where it's sometimes better not to see how the sausage is made, but hopefully the end product we come out with is some good positive legislation that will help us in our rural communities. I did conduct business visits this last month with Flint Hills Resources, Plastic Recycling, and Winfield United. And I met with Congressman Feenstra's district director and shared with her some of the needs that we see here in rural Iowa, such as workforce, housing, childcare, and just working on all things Ragbri. That's it. Any questions?
Nope. Sounds like things are busy. So
Yeah.
Good luck on some of your projects.
Yeah, I know. That would be the great thing to land one of these. You do a lot of work, but sometimes it's just treading water.
all right.
All right,
Thank you, Mark.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael, you can open the mics for public comment this morning.
They can unmute themselves.
It's Julie Dunn. I have a comment.
Morning, Julie.
Since things are returning to apparently normal now and kids aren't wearing masks to school if they choose not to, when will the courthouse open up to normal entry without appointments? Since things are getting back to normal, I would think that the courthouse should let people in like they used to without appointments. Thanks.
Thank you.
No, is there
Hold
any
on.
response?
So I'm going to confer with our department heads again next week and see what the plan of action is that can be consistent across the board with the different department heads.
This is Donna. I have a question.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning. What is Project Beef Jerky? Just out of curiosity.
I don't have any clue. Lance?
I believe it's a name, so we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough, Steve?
Fair enough.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Mark, do you want to address?
Yeah, I guess we're working with an entrepreneur who's looking at starting a new business, and at this point, he doesn't want it made public just for protection of his business idea and potential competition there might be out there.
Okay.
So as we get closer to this and it actually has got a chance of materializing, we feel confident about it, then we'll make an announcement.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Other public comment? All right. Hearing none. Michael, is Seth on the line?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and if Seth joins us, we can circle back to that. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask for consideration of application for the use of courthouse grounds. Lance, you have that application.
Yeah, it's Hardin County Historical Society is asking for Memorial Day Remembrance Exhibit display to be put in the rotunda. It will be the 24th of May to the 1st of June. I will go ahead and move to approve for that application use.
Okay, I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next item I have is a proclamation for Mental Health Month for May of 2021. I can read that prior to consideration. Okay, Lance?
Okay.
Whereas mental health is essential to everyone's overall health and well-being, and whereas Mental Health America reports that 9.7% of youth have severe major depression, this rate was highest among youth who identify as more than one race at 12.4%. Even before COVID-19, the prevalence of mental health illness among adults was increasing, an increase of 1.5 million people over last year's data. In addition, Mental Health America from January 2020 to September 2020 reported a 93% increase in anxiety screenings and 62% increase in depression screenings. Whereas education is an effective way to reduce the stigma of mental health illness, and whereas mental health illnesses are real and prevalent in our county regardless of socioeconomic boundaries, and whereas we encourage our citizens to get help for mental health illnesses and to understand it as important to treat as any other illness, such as diabetes or heart disease. And whereas each business, school, government agency, healthcare provider, organization, and citizen shares the burden of mental health illnesses and has a responsibility to promote mental health wellness and support prevention efforts. And whereas through increased awareness, we can achieve our goal to abandon negative stigmatism and reinforce our acceptance of individuals seeking treatment.
I will go ahead and approve the proclamation of Mental Health Month 2021.
I'll second that. Hearing no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next item is receipt and acknowledgement of the resignation from the County Conservation Board.
I have a resignation, Patricia Hammer, for a board member to the Conservation Board. I will go ahead and approve the resignation.
All right, I'll second that. Discussion. I believe we should entertain applications. I know that Wes and the Conservation Board have a lot of things going on, so I'd like to encourage people to submit applications via the website as soon as possible, and or submit a letter of interest to the Board of Supervisors. And I'd like to appoint somebody by the 16th of June if possible. So if we could get those applications to the Board of Supervisors by the 11th for review.
Okay, do we need that on next week's agenda to start taking applications?
I think we can start taking them, but to actually,
Officially.
yeah.
Okay.
So the motion is to accept the resignation, but the acknowledgement that we are starting, we'll take applications, but we won't review or anything until it's formally done next week.
Okay.
All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, we have one change of status in the auditor's office.
Make a motion for the change of status. Jamie Giesler, if I say that wrong, I'm sorry. She's in the auditor's office. It's a pay increase to $17.78. It follows her 2% increase after 6 months.
Okay, I have a motion. I will second that. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next, we have 4 change of status from the Hardin County Sheriff's Office.
I have 3 of the 4.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I have 3. Sorry.
Jenslyn Hall, effective 5/16 of 21, $16.48 an hour. That is resignation. Move to approve.
Second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Motion for Cassidy Havens. It's full Not said full-time FT dispatcher, I'm assuming full-time, but, promotion, 1726 an hour, effective 6/1/2021.
Okay, I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Heather Jollis, effective May 11th of 21. Sheriff's Office Assistant Director Communications. This is a promotion.
I will second your motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Other business.
Did I say May 11th or 21st?
Just to clarify, the change status is effective May 11th, 2021. Other business, due to some scheduling conflicts, it's been brought to my attention that we'll be canceling the June 9th meeting. So Jamie from Jolene's office has made everybody aware that claims and all the payables will need to be into her earlier, and so that doesn't seem to have been a problem yet. Lance, do you have any other business?
Do we need to make that an agenda item for next week as
Yes,
well?
please.
No other business.
Okay, I can ask for adjournment or recess.
I will move to adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you.